we're kicking off this first day of spring, Lemonade Day for 2014. We brought everybody together to kick it off. We're looking forward to a great year.
Today is our 4th annual backpack stuffing event. We get all of the educational workbooks and the backpacks and tons of goodies from our sponsors, and we stuff the backpacks. And then in the next week or so, they'll be at Raising Cane's, Rouse's, and other places throughout the state for kids to pick up who are registered for Lemonade Day.
I'm real excited. We started Lemonade Day. We had 5,000 kids, and this year our goal, and I think we'll hit it, is 20,000 kids will go through the Lemonade Day program. This program's so important to me because I got my entrepreneurial start and itch doing lemonade stands when I'm these kids' age, So from a very young age, I did lemonade stands. It kicked off that someday I want to own my own business, and it's a big deal. It goes on to later in life you actually do that. A lot of kids don't have that financial literacy. They're not exposed to business, and this is a great and very fun way for kids to get a business start. The backpacks we give out that you can get at any Cane's locations or go to lemonadeday.org. They're great because it takes a child through, and it's really fun to do with your kids. I do it with both of mine. It takes them through a workbook that teaches them how to build a lemonade stand, how to raise money to get your supplies, your lemons, your sugar, your water, how to market your business. And you go through this workbook and you can execute a successful lemonade stand. And the reason why the program is so dear to my heart is it teaches kids the money they make from the lemonade stand to, one, save a third, one, spend a third and enjoy it, but the last third you give back to your community. And I think it's inspiring kids not only to be entrepreneurs and future business leaders in Louisiana, but it's also going to be great philanthropists and people that are really actively involved in their communities.
Well, this is the kickoff of Lemonade Day. We're really excited to be part of it. It's a great idea and venture to get young students involved in starting their own business, to give them some business skills, and the bottom line is we're hoping to change some lives.
Entrepreneurship is a very high priority in the E.J. Uso College of Business. We're proud of what we do with the Stevenson Entrepreneurship Institute, our Entrepreneurship Fellows Program, the LSU 100, the Louisiana Business and Technology Center, which is one of the top incubators in the country here in Louisiana. Last week, for example, we hosted about 24 veterans. We put them with who we call the Entrepreneurship Boot Camp for Veterans, where they went through an intensive program to help launch their own businesses. So we're very proud that we were able to change some of their lives, and that's what we're here today about. We're here to change some lives of some young people and really give them a taste of the values of entrepreneurship, the values of starting your own business, the values of saving.
And so we all know how important business and entrepreneurship is. It is invaluable. Small business is the backbone of our economy, which is the greatest economy, which does great things for people. And so when John Georges he told me about Lemonade Day, this is several years ago, and it was a guy, a very successful business guy, in Michael Holthouse in Houston. And some of you have heard the story is his daughters wanted to buy a turtle, and he didn't want to just give them the money to buy a turtle. He says, you got to earn your money. And they did, how do we earn money? Well, do a lemonade stand, right? Their daughters didn't naturally think that way, and he showed them how to do it. And they executed a great lemonade stand from, he let them lend them money to lend them lemons and sugar and water and things like that. Talked about how to marketing. Well, they made enough money to buy their turtle, and it kind of kicked in his mind is, hey, I sparked this in them, and where it can go from there. And so what's neat about the program is this Lemonade Day thing is, and some people, they just don't get it until I'm able to talk to them about it, is that it's a program. We got fantastic workbooks and these backpacks that go, which y'all are getting out to everybody because everybody get the money for this to go do this. But they go in and they learn this, so we're sparking something in somebody. And what's neat about the program and why I'm really in love with it is the money that you make, the kids make from this. And my kids do Lemonade. I always have the pictures here. My kids do Lemonade Day every year. They get excited about it. Both of them do a separate stand. Is that the money you make, you spend a third of it. So spend it and enjoy it, but they save a third of it, which teaches them that financial literacy part, which I know, Lane, you're really big on. And then a third of it is you give it back to your community, which is really, really interesting. So my daughter gives it to the dog parks. My son gives it to YMCA. I don't know what they'll do this year, but they thought about that, right? And what it means, because my son loves sports and my daughter loves dogs, right? And loves cane and does that deals. But that's the thing. So if we inspire entrepreneurs to not only be that backbone of the economy, but they're giving back, I think it's wonderful. And so as I tell you these numbers is like, so of Canes, what it's turned into is we're getting close. We're going to do $500 million. We were able to do proportionally as a company this year. We'll be able to do $5 million back in the communities we do business in. So if you inspire people to do stuff, and as it goes, if this stuff can make a difference, and all this goes on. So I know I get excited about it and I ramble on, but it really, really is important. We started off. We did 5,000 kids. This year, 15,000 backpacks are going out. I think we're trying to do 20,000 kids this year. A lot of these kids, most of these kids that do this, don't ever get talked to about business. There is, none of that's going, and there's not that spark. So I guarantee you, out of these 20,000 people, you're going to create someday a lot of really successful business people in their community mind like this. It really is a big deal. So I thank the sponsors, I really do, and all the help, and all the other groups too, like Big Buddy out there, which I adore, and you Big Buddy kids, love you. I know Big Buddy's the first thing I did in Baton Rouge when I was in college. I didn't have anybody to help, but I got to be a Big Buddy. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Lane McDaniel. Lane has been involved with us from day one. He is a very successful businessman with Oasis Data and what I just learned about innovative analytics. Very successful businessman, entrepreneur, so he knows where this is. I think greater achievement even than his business success is what he wants to do. And this is right up his alley when he got involved. It's financial literacy for children. He gets it, and this fit into what he wants to do. Been a long time and great influence on junior achievement, which goes to the same principles, great organizations. He's done. He's also a fellow Big Buddy person with us. Lane takes his time. He teaches kids. He does all this. And Lane's always been involved with this, and they did $25,000 for his city, and he's our city champion. We're very proud of him in Baton Rouge. I'd just love to introduce you, and if you can say a few words, would be great.
Thank you, Todd. And I'm like Todd, I get a little excited about this too. So if I start lingering, I need somebody in the back to give me the timeout signal. But as Todd said, in addition to Oasis Data and Innovative Analytics, I'm also president of the Credit Bureau Baton Rouge Foundation, which was formed in 2005. And at the time, our primary mission was financial literacy. We saw a lot of people come through the Credit Bureau with credit problems because they didn't get that financial training early. So when Todd approached us about getting involved with Lemonade Day, it was just a natural fit. Teaches the kids, as he said, the spending of the money, the budgeting, the planning, and laying everything out. It's the same lessons that we teach in junior achievement. It's the same lessons that we teach in the other financial literacy programs that we teach through EverFi and other organizations. So it was just a natural fit, and much like him, I think, as he said, every one of us up here could probably tell you a story about how we got started in business, and that entrepreneurial spark that hits you somewhere along the way, you decide this is what you want to do. And I'm really discouraged a lot of times when I teach in high schools, and I ask the children in high school, how many of you want to own your own business one day? You would be extremely surprised that there's only 4 or 5 hands that go up. And that's the entrepreneurial spirit that we're trying to rejuvenate from a very early age, so that when you get to high school and you ask them that question, the entire room raises their hand. I remember being a student out here. The building was not nearly this nice. But I went and told the advisor at that time, I said, I was an electrical engineer. I spent 3 years in electrical engineering, and I can change any light bulb in town. But I said, I want to own my own business. That's what I want to do. So Donald Ray Kennard, who happened to be our representative in my district and was also the athletic advisor out here, he said, you need to go into accounting. And so I never looked back from that day. I mean, that was what I wanted to do from day one. And that's the spark that this program allows those kids to experience at a very early age and carries through high school and college. And one day, you know, with hard work and dedication, they can own their own business and they can be successful. And as Todd said, to give back to the community. I mean, I think you measure success in how much you give back to the community, not how much you take out of it. So this program teaches them all aspects of that. So again, I'm thrilled to be the city champion here in Baton Rouge. Credit Bureau Baton Rouge Foundation is thrilled to be a sponsor. And May 3rd, save up, drink lemonade. Thank you, Todd.
Thank you.
Good morning. I'm proud to join Todd and so many other great local business men and women here today to support Louisiana's Lemonade Day. Lemonade Day shows kids that business can be fun, especially the business of food, and it gives our next generation of food entrepreneurs a head start. Rouse's was once a food startup ourselves. My grandfather opened his first market in 1960. He took what his dad was doing of selling just produce and expanded that to meat, seafood, and groceries. And then my father saw the opportunity to grow that in one store into one of the largest independent grocers in the country. And finally I have that opportunity, and I helped expand the company from Mobile, Alabama to Lafayette, Louisiana. Our success came through partnerships with local businesses, other local lemonade stands. We've always been committed to supporting new local food startups and local suppliers. This year, my daughter is going to have a lemonade stand in May, and if everything goes well, next year she'll have 2 or 3 of them.
Entrepreneurship is near and dear to my heart. LED is very, very proud to be a partner in this event. Youth entrepreneurship, including the Lemonade Day experience, provides us with the opportunity to bring tools to our young folks and to make sure that a future economy remains robust and strong in Louisiana. You know, we have a number of, and what I want to say today is that Louisiana is on the cusp of an economic boom. We have to make sure that we plant seeds today that will be there tomorrow in terms of small business owners, entrepreneurs, and others to take advantage of the economic boom that's on its way. In addition to that, Todd, let me just say that the data suggests that exposing our young folks to business education not only helps and adds to the value of our future business leaders, but it also makes sense as it relates to our workforce. Kids that are exposed to youth entrepreneurship and business education become better employees. They understand the issues related to running and growing a business and maintaining a business. They understand all of the issues related to those things that would make a business successful: customer service, financial literacy, and those other things. So in closing, let me just say that LED is, again, proud to be a partner. We plan to be here, and we look forward to this experience. Thank you.
We have we started Louisiana Lemonade Day, and we're statewide, but also too is in every Raising Cane's in 18 states and 180 locations across the country. We're involved with Lemonade Day to help it bring it nationwide.
Nationwide, Lemonade Day has a program in about 33 cities in the United States and Canada. So their goal is 1 million children to do lemonade stand one summer. So that's their goal.